I am Marlene Motivates, and welcome to the Motivated podcast, where we podcast about very important topics for inspiration, motivation, mindset shifting, all of those things. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe and welcome to the Motivated podcast. Welcome to today's podcast, everyone. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and I am your channel for these important topics like the one that I have today. Today's topic is, I'll pull this up, stand out and stand for something. Stand out, okay? Now, we live in this microwave society of everyone just being, I don't know, like everybody, just this big group of people, but nobody tending to stand out. Everybody basically looking the same, talking the same. And, with all of that being said, I just want to have this discussion to all of you motivators about learning to stand out, to separate yourself from others, not in a way like you think you're better or you think all of these things that other people love to put those labels on us, but what do you think about yourself? Let's see who is in the chat. And everybody, if you could please like and share this out so that this can reach the right person. Hey, Gio, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope all is well with you. Hi, Miss Eunice. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to everybody, whether you're here live or you're watching in the replay. And we have Miss Nancy. How are you doing, Nancy? Welcome. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. So I wanted to talk about, standing out, in a world full of people who, I call them sheep. Some people think that's negative, but it's what it is. Most people will follow the crowd or they will follow what is easy for them. And I want to talk to all of you motivators about having enough courage to stand up and to separate yourself. This is how you win in business. This is how you win in life. This is just how you win as a human being. We have to learn to, love ourselves for how we are, for the way we look, for our personality, for our gifts, for our achievements. Don't be afraid to stand out and separate yourself and to be different, because every single person has a story. Every single person has a story, and your story is going to be different from mine. And that's okay. A lot of people don't like when you're finding success in your life. Don't let the people who are negative in this world stop you from standing out, stop you from achieving, and stop you from using your gifts. Amen. Every day, Miss Nancy, every day. So let's get into today's discussion. I want to put this positive message out here to all of you motivators to embrace your uniqueness, whether it's the way you talk, whether it's whatever talents you possess, whether it's the way you look, it's the way you talk, it's your backstory, your struggle story. I always put it out there to let what hurts you help you. Let what happened to you in your life that maybe would have caused some people to be broken, to want to give up in this life, to want to unalive themselves, to want to do so many things. And it does. It takes a lot of courage to stand up, to look at yourself in the mirror and to say it out loud. I love myself. I deserve to be here. I have potential within myself. I am somebody. I have worth. And that takes a lot of courage to not only say it, but also act upon it. Do you have enough courage, motivators, to act on your uniqueness? What is it that you possess? I want you to stop and think that for a moment. What am I good at? What are my gifts? What has been given to me? What has been downloaded on the inside of you that separates you from others? See, what maybe other people think is strange or weird, that is what you're going to use to elevate your life. That's what you're going to use to elevate yourself in business and for you to maintain a positive and healthy set of self esteem. Now, I know when we're growing up, many of us have gotten bullied, even in your adult life. Bullying doesn't end just because of, you get out of school. There's a lot of people who are adults who don't know themselves, don't believe in themselves. They lack confidence. So that's why I wanted to speak out loud this message and to say to every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen, embrace your uniqueness, embrace your gifts, and learn to love you for who you are, even if other people don't like it, even if other people are envious, even if other people are jealous, and even within your own family. Even in your romantic relationship, there are people that will be jealous of you. There will be people who will hate you when you're winning in life. And it may seem to them like they're losing and they're envious of your elevation. They're envious of your peace of mind. They're envious of your joy. But don't let that stop you from being you, from using your gifts. I want to put that out there so that everybody can comprehend. Me using my gifts does not stop you from using yours. Let's celebrate the gifts within one another. Embrace it. Let's see. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. And you all are more than welcome to drop as much emojis as you want to. Yes, Miss Nancy, there is power. There's power in your testimony. There's power in your story. There's power in your life. There's power in your strength. There is power. And many of us feel that we have no power when your power is your story. Your power is every single day you waking up and having the courage to stand up and try all over again. Now that's a superpower. That's a strength that, that's one thing that the enemy, that's one thing that the devil, that's one thing that people with negative spirits and evil will try to come and break you. Because if they know that you believe in yourself, they know that you have confidence, you know love, you are connected to the spirit, then they know that they can't get you down. See, there's one thing about life. Life is going to happen. You will have disappointments. You will have discouragement. You will have people that will stab you in the back and hurt you and challenge to you to every fiber of your being. But do you have enough courage to wake up every day and say, yes, I know I'm challenged. Yes, I know that I've been hurt. Yes, I know I've been backstabbed. Yes, I know a lot of people don't believe in me. Yes, I know other people don't support me or like me. But what do I do and think about me? See, this is where your power lies. This is where your strength lies. Knowing who you are, knowing who you belong to, know whose you are, know whose you are, know whose you are. See, we're not alone. No, no, no. We're not alone. Many times we feel that we are alone. You feel that you're battling alone because of a relationship ends, whether romantic, friendship, your relative, or your job ends, or you're dealing with health problems. There's always going to be some kind of thing to try to attack us. See, and they're going to try to do anything. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try this. Let me try this. And when nothing seems to work, you know what? It says in the word, they come back at another time. See, people aren't going to stop when they see that you're winning or when they see that you just tell them to go away. They're just going to come back at another time. They're just going to come back at another time. See, that's why I always say, don't don't get ready, be ready. Be ready for every challenge, be ready for every obstacle, be ready for every person. When somebody hates on you, don't take it personal. It's not you. Unfortunately, some people don't know how to stand out. So when they see you out on a branch looking wonderful and lovely, you radiating your positivity, you radiating your gifts, you celebrating yourself, you smiling, you having peace of mind. When people see that in you, they will hate you. If it has not happened to you already, it's coming. It's coming. Be ready and prepared. People don't like to see someone happy. People don't like to see when you're doing well and communicating with your children and your relatives. They don't like to see when you have love for yourself. They don't like to see when you have love within your family. There's always going to be somebody to see that and try to throw a monkey wrench in your plans or try to say something to hurt you, to break your spirit and cause you to give up. See, but today we are different. Come on, somebody. Today we are different. Today you are different. Maybe in the past, when somebody says something to you, it could get you down for days, for weeks, for months, by being discouraged, by feeling depressed, by even allowing those thoughts to drop seeds of doubt into your mind and cause you to say, hmm, that's true, right? See, but don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. It's impossible. It's impossible for people to break you. See, it's about what we choose to allow ourselves to believe. And that's why I wanted to come in with this message to tell you to stand out. See, that separation. This is how you separate yourself from a crowd. No, no, no. I'm not like every Dick, Tom, and Harry. I'm not like every Felicia or whoever somebody else's name is. I'm me. And I know me. And I know what I have been through. I know what I have endured. So when I say stand out, I mean stand out and stand up. Hold your head up. This message, I'm speaking to the heads and the hearts of those who have been through something or are currently going through something. You are not alone. See, a lot of people, when they're going through something, they don't shout it from the rooftops. They don't say it over a speaker and tell people, I'm going through this, this, and this. But you, with enough courage and power, have no problem with saying, I'm struggling. See, there is power in your struggle. See, your power is seen by when you have every reason to give up and you don't. You have every reason to give up and you don't. Yes, Miss Nancy, today I am different. Today you are different, and I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I feel the blessings of God because He has empowered me, He has strengthened me. I am grateful for therapy. I am grateful for good friends. I am grateful to know that I can be different, that I don't have to look like other people. See, I'm going to speak on a message that I feel that somebody needs to hear. I have no problem with the way that I dress. Some people will laugh at me because of my modest dress. I feel I don't have to show everything to show up. See, my message speaks for me. I don't need to show everything to be something. Come on, somebody. I don't have to show everything to be somebody. I don't have to be like the crowd to be accepted. See, if I have to compromise my integrity, then I don't want it. I want what's meant to be for me, and I want you to receive that as well. I want you to have what is coming for you. See, when you embrace your uniqueness, you can stand out. Yes, there is power in your struggle. Now, I'm here to tell you that when you're struggling, you don't feel very powerful. You actually feel weak. See, but when in your weakness, this is when you learn, this is when you grow, this is when you see how much you can endure. It builds endurance, resiliency, fortitude, self love. You learn things about yourself within your struggle. And if nobody has not told you, whatever it is that you have struggled with or currently dealing with, I'm proud of you. And I want you to say that to yourself when you're in your struggle, when you're in the midst. The time to celebrate is not when you've overcome and gone past the struggle, but in the midst of it. I want you to speak it out loud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me. I celebrate me. And I want you to say, you can't break me. Even when you try, you can't break me. There's people looking at you right now, and whether it be haters, whether it be manipulators, jealous people, people who don't support you. They don't like that you're standing out. They don't like that you're winning in your business, in your life, with your relationships, with your finances. They don't like that. People want to see you broken. They want to hear you complaining. I bet if I was in this live talking about I hate my relatives, I hate this person, I hate that person, I would have 150 people in here. See, people like the negativity. See, and but this is how I stand out. See, my message is a message of hope, a message of strength, a message of vitality, and how I can speak it is because I lived it. I endured. I know what it's like to feel like nothing. I know what it feels like when you're not accepted. I know what it feels like to be the what is it called? The black sheep, right? Nobody likes you. To be bullied. It's a very hurtful feeling. It's very painful. But I had to learn that I don't need other people. See, many times we feel we need people in our life. You need your relative, you need this person in your relationship. And I'm here to tell you all you need is you. So you got to work on you being strong. You have to work on your endurance. You have to work on your self love because that's what it's all about. Miss Eunice says that's what evil people and the devil wants us to do, to sow seeds of self doubt. Come on, Miss Eunice. I'm telling you. Miss Nancy says, I refuse to give up. I have come too far, and so have all of you. I know that's right. Come too far. And we have to speak that out loud. I'm so proud of every single one of you motivators, whether I know your story or I don't know your story. Every day you wake up. Every day you choose to love instead of hate. See, that's what a lot of people don't know about me. When you're on the incline, when you're on the elevation, when you choose to love and not hate, when you choose to respond in love, when you choose to not respond, because there's many times where you have to stand out, and how you stand out is not going back and forth with people, not engaging negatively. I refuse to do that because I stand out, because I'm a leader, because I know myself and I love myself, and I want to teach the same to others. See, yes, by our example as mothers, as fathers, as aunties, as uncles, as friends, as motivated and strong people, as people of hope, I want to speak this message to stand out, to love yourself, to not be silent, that there is a time to be silent when you know that the message is not going to hit the person, or they're not going to change, or they just want to argue, those are the times to stay silent. But there's also a time where you have to speak up. You have to teach people about boundaries. You have to. Yes, and I am so proud of you, Gio. I'm proud of you, Nancy, and Eunice, and anybody who watches and listens to this podcast. See, a lot of people don't know what people endure on a day to day, what it takes for you to get up every day when you just sometimes feel like, I don't want to get up today. I don't want to fight. I'm tired. I know. I know many of us feel tired or we feel discouraged. But I say to you, rise up over and over again. And anytime you feel weak, anytime you doubt, I want you to look back in the past when you thought you wouldn't endure. And now I want you to say, I endured that and I will endure this. I endured that and I will endure this. Yes, it is so hurtful when you cannot get support. And today I have all the support I need. God has put people in my life who stands by me. Yes, Gio. And that's the thing, is that a lot of times it's about our own self-awareness. Many times when we're going through something, we feel so weak, but are we reaching out to get the support that we desperately need? Now, I know when I was growing up, I was raised to, you don't tell your house business, you don't talk about it. Well, here today, I learned that that is toxic. No, you're not going to go and scream from a roof and tell everybody your business and your problems. But if you need support, get a therapist, get a counselor, get a mentor, and learn to stay away from people who are negative. There are always going to be negative people. There's always going to be someone who will not like you. But I've learned today that whether they like me or don't like me, it is not going to stop me from my joy. Don't let anybody stop you from embracing your uniqueness. Don't let anybody stop you from standing out and doing what you need to do. You know, take those business calls, put yourself out there, learn something new. It doesn't matter how young you are, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, it doesn't matter how many education. It's about the fight from within. See, that was a message from my spirit. My spirit said to come on here and to say, there is an awakening. And I talked about that on the empowerment conference. It's time to awaken and to rise up. See, many times we stay sleeping, or we stay in this dull state of no change, of no prosperity. But the change has to become on the inside, and you have to tell yourself, it's time to get up, it's time to fight again, it's time to do something different, it's time to renew, it's time to reset. And you can do that when you embrace your uniqueness. Now, I'm here to say that in standing out, it's not always going to be embraced by other people. So a lot of people don't like it because they want you to be a follower. They want you to be like you, or people will like you as long as you and them are on the same level. People will like you, right? People will always like you when you're not doing better than them. But the moment you elevate, or the moment you stop doing things that may be negative, like you stop using profanity, you stop being negative, you stop wanting to do the same things that maybe you did when you were a child, but now you say, now I want to teach, I want to help, I want to give back, I want to help other people, I want to be more positive. And some people, they'll just wave their hand, they'll wave you off, or they say you change. I know that's where I know I have changed. And I said change can happen on the inside of you once you believe in yourself. See, a change is coming for you. See, I want you to say, I don't want to be a follower, I don't want to be like anybody, I just want to be me. Now, I say that out loud every day. I just want to be me. I just want to be Marlene, the way I talk, the way I look. I want to be at peace. I want to have joy. And I will not allow anybody to stop me from standing out. I will not let anybody stop me from accomplishing my goals and my dreams. See, to stand out, sometimes you got to close certain doors. You have to remove yourself from negative people. You have to stop going around certain individuals. You have to go silent. You have to walk in silence. You know, like my saying is, no response is the best response. And that is copyrighted. No response is the best response. So if anybody is trying to say something and they want to go back and forth with you, you just shh, go silent. Show them. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just come out there and be like, boom, give it to them. It's like, show people how bright a beam of light you are by the way you talk, by the way you treat people. See, it's an easy thing to say that you're loving, you're a kind person, that you're respectful. But what about when you had the opportunity to get even? How about when somebody set you off, got under your skin? Was that a time where you were going to stand out and show, I represent love? I represent positivity. I represent my ancestors. And I remember my mother telling me that every day you leave this house, you represent your ancestors. Make them proud. And I can say with confidence, there was many times where I doubted myself or I felt some type of way about standing out because it some people won't like it because sometimes it means me being a representative of God. Sometimes it means that I have to call people out when they're doing wrong things. Sometimes it's not comfortable because I have to call my own self out and say, you're being negative or you're being jealous or you're being whatever. See, to stand out is means you have no problem with being accountable for yourself because you're a mature adult. See, in standing out, it's easy to follow the crowd. It's easy to be like other people. It's easy to fade into the background. But I'm saying don't fade into the background. Push yourself out. Go on the limelight. Speak your message. Do what you need to do. Okay? This is not a time to hold your brightness under a lamp. Take that shade off. Radiate. Radiate your positivity. Shine your light. Be your best you. Don't be a follower. Be yourself. Be yourself. Absolutely. Yes, it is hurtful. Oh, I think I read that one. Yes. Yes, Gio. Show you right. Hi, Colton. Welcome. Miss Nancy says, I am not ashamed of my past because I'm secure in who I am today, and I am so proud of who I have become. See, that's the difference. I feel that that's the separation. The separation happens when you know your worth, you are confident, you have resolved the past issues. And what was monumental in my elevation in my life is I looked at the past, I looked at my inner child, and I looked at her, the one that was broken and sad, the one that needed other people for joy, for encouragement, for peace, for motivation, for light. I was only defined by what other people thought about me. But when I learned that my strength lied in what I thought about me and my connections that I have, my connection to the spirit, my connection to great relationships and friendships, me tapping into my own personality, me using my talents and my gifts, and also my biggest motivation and encouragement is when I help somebody, when I open up my mouth and say there is hope, and then somebody can process that. When I give somebody some motivation, some support, when I can help another person. See, that's standing out from the crowd and being different. See, a lot of people don't want to give other people support because they may do better than me, right? We've all heard it. Oh, I'll help you as long as we're on the same level. But when you start doing better, now they hate you. Now they don't want to talk to you. They're folding their hands and looking at you sideways. Who does she think she is? Or who does he think he is? Hmm. You know who they think they are? A motivated, mature, and precious child of God. And I will not recant my statement. Yes, Nancy, not everyone or everything is worthy of a response. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, I am grateful for my past. It has made me who I am today. I am not living in my past, I am living in my present. I know that's right. Yes. Yes, I love that. I am a representation for God. I don't care what other people think. They're not God. And I had to learn too that when you love other people, like say it's for instance, it's your relatives, I had to learn to put limits on that. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. You can love people, but you should never let your relative come before yourself, or letting other people come before your spiritual connections. You should never let other people come into the place of where they should not be. That's why boundaries are so important. Okay? And I had to learn for myself that self-love is the key to being balanced. And many people don't get it and don't understand, but learning to love yourself is the key to you standing out. It's the key to your personal strength. It's the key to your personal growth. It's the key to your elevation. Once you learn to love yourself, no matter what is happening, when things are always coming at you from every direction. And some of them will be like somebody will hit you in the back. So some blows, when they come at you, you weren't expecting it, and you kind of stumble backwards. Sometimes you take a few steps backwards. Sometimes it really affects your heart and it hurts you because you weren't expecting somebody to do what they did to you. But once you have that love for yourself, you learn to be okay. And we have to learn to get back on target, because many times we are giving other people more love, more time, more encouragement than we are giving ourselves. And I had to learn about that balance in standing out so that I could be able to be fortified. I had to put some time into me. I had to make sure I was getting my rest. Had to make sure my mental health was okay. I had to make sure that I was eating properly. See, that's a difference from other people. People don't understand that you stand out because you set boundaries. You stand out because you cultivate love for yourself. You stand out because you have no problem with being different. See, I'm not here to get accepted by everybody. I'm not here to get liked by people. And when other people say things about me, that's none of my business. What you think about me is none of my business. Yeah, sometimes it hurts and you just go, oh, well, and delete a person's phone number from your phone, or block them, or stop going around them. There's many times where we stay in our feelings too much. We stay in that emotion space for too long, when it's time to get out of our emotions and get into our focus. See, don't allow whatever other people are doing or saying to get you, you know, sidetracked from where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. Yeah, let them talk. Oh, it's okay. It's time to get busy. It's time to get active. It's time to be consistent. It's time to be responsible. It's time for me to even take a vacation so that I can pour some more love back into me. See, that self love is the key to being balanced. And what I was doing was wrong when I was trying to stand out. I thought I was like killing myself, supporting everybody, but I was never supporting myself. I wasn't listening to myself when I said I was tired. I wasn't listening to myself when I said I know I could do it. And I'm putting all of my goals and my dreams on the back burner so that I can support and help other people. And I'm not helping and supporting myself. See, that's not balanced. No matter how much you love somebody you're in a relationship with, no matter how much you love your children, or you love your relative, or you love your friends, or you love whoever it is that you choose to surround yourself by, that should never come before the love you have for yourself. See, once I learned to identify that, don't allow certain people to go into space and like, nope, you're trying to come in my force field, back up. It means you got to speak up for yourself. This is my time. Even if they're upset. Okay, you're upset, but that's not my problem. Because I know me and I love me. And I love myself enough to say, I need to sleep. I need to eat. I need to have some water. I need to see a doctor. I need to get my exercise. And also, because I love myself, I have the responsibility to do my best. I have the responsibility to love myself. See, before, when I didn't know me, when I didn't love me, I would just be like that little puppeteer. Okay, oh yeah, yes to everything, And it was just like puppet dance. Do what this one wants me to do. Do what this one wants me to do. And the moment when I said, "Oh, I don't think I want to do that." "Oh, how come and why?" And then I would feel guilty, and then I would push myself to the back burner once again. But on today, because I know my worth, things have shifted. See, when your mindset shifts, when your love for yourself shifts, and when you believe in that, see, you have to fully immerse yourself into love. Who am I? What am I? What am I good at? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And then get busy and active in doing that. See, once I learned myself and I loved her, and I mean really loved her. And for you, for my males, when you really love him, or when you really love her, to all my ladies, there's certain things that you won't do, and there's certain things that you will do, and that takes confidence. It does. And we have to stand up for ourselves. Stand up for you. Put people in their place. And there is a time for it. There's certain things when you're like, no, no, no. Not me, not ever. And then there's certain things that it's the people that don't know you, the people who are important. They're not people in your circle. They're not going to be there when the elevator goes to the top. So leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let it go. Okay? Stand up for something. That's one thing that I had to learn about myself, that I am important enough. I have enough value that I should stand on my values. See, that's the difference between me today and me probably about 5 years ago. See, life is a journey, and the journey to love yourself is always going to be a battle. It's always going to be a struggle, because there's always the fight to support, and then there's the fight for your self discovery, for your self awareness, for your own worth. It's about balance, everybody. So stand up for something. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look and say, this is the reason I'm here, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, and whatever it takes for you, whether it's going to school, whether it's getting involved in whatever it is. But do it. But do it. Do what it is that you are supposed to do. And I'm speaking to the hesitators, the procrastinators, those who challenge, those who are fearing. On today, I speak to every single one of you, and I'm dropping some seeds of hope, that yes, there is hope for you. No matter what you've been through, no matter what somebody has said to you, no matter what somebody has done to you, no matter how much somebody has hurt you, no matter how disappointed you are, no matter how much money you have, if you really want something, you will make it happen. I'm here to tell you that that's the truth. Doesn't matter how much you have financially. It doesn't matter how much whatever. It doesn't matter what other people say, and other people will doubt you until they see it come to fruition, until they see you living it. They'll tell you that it won't be done, it can't be done until they see you do it. Ha ha. Come on, somebody. People will always say out of their mouth, they'll doubt you. That will never work. That's stupid. You'll never make it. Yada, yada, yada. But don't listen to them. You know who you are. You know why you're here. You know your purpose. But it's up to each and every one of us to believe that. Do you believe in your purpose? And if you say yes, I want you to say that in the chat. Yes, I believe in my purpose. Yes, I stand for something, and I stand for me. See, it's many years where I wasn't had that resolve enough. I didn't have enough strength. I didn't have enough courage to say I can be me unapologetically. I say that to every single one of you motivators. Be you unapologetically. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to stand up, to be different, to go to school, to learn something, to block some people because of their negativity, because of their hateration, because of your beliefs. Don't let other people get you outside of what you're supposed to do. Never let anybody stop you or block you or slow you down from your purpose. Remember, it's your purpose, it's your life. So stand up for something. Stand up for something. Stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid. Yes. Yeah, it's not my business. What other people think about you is none of your business. Some people can't get with you when you talk about how God saved your life. They don't get it. I am standing out because I am a precious child of God. I am telling my story, and God is all in it. See, and that's the difference. I did that. Everyone has their story. And if you have missed it, that's a powerful live stream. I believe I had interviewed 6 different people. It was Go with Yoga. It was Boss Life Online. My weight loss with Keto Granny. Um, Drea Lachey. Who else? Shay Love and Miss Nexie, Puzzle Pieces. And we had a really important discussion about, having your story and sharing your story. Everyone has a story, but what people don't understand is how long things have been working on the inside of you. Working on your confidence, working on your peace, working on your joy, working on your motivation. And now everything has aligned in your life. Everything is aligning. You're meeting the right people. You have joy, you have peace, you're putting in the work, you're doing what you need to. So, of course, you will succeed. Of course, you will stand out. Of course, you will. You will always win when you do the right thing. It may not always be monetarily. And that's when people say, "Are you rich?" And for me, richness has nothing to do with monetary. My richness is I'm rich in love. I'm rich in love for myself. I'm rich in love for the people in my life that choose to love me for who I am, but not for what I have. That's richness. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Yes. Yes, put people in their place. You have to. And you have to set boundaries. Hey, Dawn, how are you doing? Welcome. Yes, Dawn. Yes. Oh, you're having a rough day? Well, I hope that something I say in here will support your mental, emotional, even your spirit. Yes, I believe in my purpose. Yes, I believe in my purpose. And you have to say that. Absolutely. Hey, East, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hey, James Money, how are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. If you all could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, Realist, how are you doing, bro? Appreciate you being here. Now, let me get back into saying this because I feel that this, capital THIS, this is a message for somebody. Stand for someone. So many people out here these days are not loyal, okay? And it irritates me. It's very frustrating for the people who come as wolves in sheep's clothing, that they show themselves to represent something and then you find out that they're not about it because they don't know themselves, they don't love themselves, or some people, let's just say it, are evil. There's some evil people out here. So be careful about who you trust. You can't trust everyone. You can't trust the words only. I learned that from being burned real hard, that a person could be representing themselves with lip service, but there's nothing else. Everything after that is hollow. It's empty. They have nothing. They have nothing. They do nothing. All they are they ride on the coattails of other people's success. They're dream killers. They try to get you to stop. They try to get you down. They try to break your spirit and hurt you. They try to use your past to say that's who you are as a representative today. And I know that so many of you out there, you are not your past. I know that you've grown, you've elevated, you're stronger, you know your worth. You have shifted your mindset, you have shifted your attitude, and you have the courage to stand here today because you're standing for something and you're standing for someone. So I'm speaking to all of you motivators who there's someone that you're standing up for, whether it's your children, it's your romantic relationship, it's your friends, it's your parents, your siblings, your relatives, your friendships. See, somebody has to be the one that will be loyal. And loyalty is not just in front of your face. Loyalty is what you do behind somebody's back. See, a lot of times people don't know that, okay, they'll do something and they think that it will never follow. What you do in the dark will always come to the light. So those who are dark spirits, those who are negative, those who try to break the hope inside of other people, those who try to throw people under the bus. See, every dog has their day. Everything that you do to another, it will always come back. Like I always say, the boomerang will always come back. So I say to all of you who are standing up for someone, whether it's your relationships and you're loyal, you're trustworthy, you're honest, you're supportive, you're kind, make sure that you are showing appreciation to those who are supportive, those who are the real thing, the real deal, right? Stand up for those relationships because those are the ones that count. Those are the ones that matter. Who cares about the people who don't support you and don't like you? What I want to put out there to all of you motivators is to stand out and be unique. Be uniquely you and love that. I love that. I love to walk down the street, my head up, and a lot of people don't understand when I smile. I smile not because I'm having a good day, but I smile because I deserve to be here. I smile because of my ancestors. I smile because of my power. I smile because of my strength. So when people see you smiling, it's not because you're doing well, but because you know yourself well. Hey, hmm. Because I know me. That's why I can smile. And I deserve to have every moment of it. So stand in that light, motivators. Stand in your light, head up, confident, loving yourself. And don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared to be yourself unapologetically. You may not be for everybody like Boss Life Online. Everybody may not like you, but you don't want everybody to like you. See, when you stand out as a leader, as a boss, confident and resilient, people don't know your story and how much it took for you to have your place right here and right now. And I'm proud of every single one of you that has had the courage to keep going. That every day, even, oh, sometimes you're on your knees. Sometimes you doubt. Sometimes you don't know what the next step is. But you're still here. And you're standing for something. And you're standing for someone. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's podcast. I appreciate every single one of you. I put the link. If there's anybody who would like to come up, I'll hold on for another minute while I go to the chat and see who is in here. Hey, East, how are you doing? Realist says, I definitely concur. Yes. And I just want to encourage everybody that, the people who doubt you when you're having struggles in your life, the people who spit in your face, the ones that stab you in the back, the ones that talk about you like a dog, the ones that do you dirty, the ones that leave you, the ones that hurt you in a romantic relationship. They think that they're hurting you, and actually they're hurting themselves. You don't need them. You don't need the negative. You don't need the disloyal ones. You don't need the haters. You don't need the jealous people. Stand up. Stand out. Be different. Be a leader. If something is not working, have the courage to change it and not just complain about it. Every success that I have in my life, I broke my back. Stayed up late. Woke up early. Every single thing I have in this life is because I earned it. I didn't get a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't get someone giving me. No, I didn't get that. I worked hard. I worked on me. I cried a sea of tears for 7 years in therapy. I cried. I cried through it. I prayed through it. I talked through it. I doubted myself through it. I was fearful through it. I was scared to death because this meant that I couldn't fall back on negativity. I couldn't fall back on anger anymore. I had to stand on strength. I had to stand on my worth. I had to stand on my faith because it was time for me to stand up and to stop falling back. Stop falling back and being in the background. Now it's time to stand out and to take my place up front and to speak out loud and to use my voice and to say, you are somebody. You are worthy. You are deserving. You can have anything that you want if you put in the work. I'm proof of that. I'm proof of it. And there's always hope. Don't let anybody tell you that you're hopeless or your situation is hopeless. No, you know different. Remember who you belong to. Remember your reason and your purpose. You do have a reason and a purpose, and you are somebody. Thank you so much for tuning into today's podcast. I appreciate every single one of you. Keep going, everybody. Stand out. Stand for someone. Be loyal. Be different. And you know what I always say over here? Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I'll see you members on tomorrow, and I will see everybody else in the public back on Wednesday for a regular live stream. Keep your head up, everybody, and keep going.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.